Hello my Battlefield friends and fans. What better way is there to get rid of pesky snipers than with a sniper rifle? It sounds kind of funny, but the only time I actually equip a sniper rifle is when I try to get rid of spawn beacons on the roof, like here. Snipers that camp on cranes and towers and rooftops and mountains and areas where you can't get to. And that's really seems to be the only way to get rid of, besides maybe with a helicopter. But that's when I enjoy sniping, but that's very rare, and so haven't really seen a lot of sniping videos of me, so I just thought I'm gonna put a few clips together in case you're interested. I'm not really that skilled, as you can see. I get my share of kills, but I wish sometimes I'd be a little better. But there's so many things, you can't be good at everything in Battlefield. Maybe you disagree with that, maybe you're good at everything. But anyway, the subject of this video really is, will people still play Battlefield after Battlefield Hardline comes out? Or how many people will actually still play Battlefield? I mean, they just came out with this huge update again, which I feel like a little late, isn't it? And that winter update, as they call it, I don't feel any difference. I mean, all that stuff that they said, I mean, I don't notice any difference. And there's a huge bug now in the game, which is a lot of times when you die, it seems like somebody revived you, even though nobody revived you, and then you're stuck in the kill cam. And the only way to actually solve this problem is by leaving the game, by actually backing out, which is really bad, because I had so many good games where I got stuck in the kill cam and I had to get out, and I just was like, wow, I was finally with a great team, after searching through servers, and then I got kicked out, and it was really hard to kind of get back in or find that server again. So anyway, enough about my ranting. Will you go back after playing Hardline? Are you gonna play Hardline? I'm a huge fan of Hardline. I was very skeptic, as you know, if you follow me for a while. I could not imagine a cops and robbers theme with the Battlefield franchise, but I have to say they did an excellent job, and they kind of put a little bit of humor into the Battlefield. Battlefield's always been a very serious tactical game, and it's not that it's not still can be serious and tactical, but I just love how they put the music in the cars and the voiceovers, and it makes you like laugh so many times, and not take this whole thing so serious. Like most of us hardcore Battlefield players, we are super serious with this game. So I don't know if I will ever play Battlefield 4 again or not. It depends how good the DLC is that supposedly is supposed to come out. But they were saying they're revamped maps, so maps that we've already played. So it's not such a big deal for me, really. If they were brand new maps, I would definitely be interested. But just playing maps that I've already played with a little better graphics, I don't know. I mean, and unless Battlefield Hardline gets like boring, or they don't come out with any new content, which I highly doubt, because it's all about the dollar, if I can say that right in an American accent. Yeah, if Battlefield Hardline, there's going to be no more content, yeah, I will go back to other games and play, go back to Battlefield 4, probably just for memory's sake. But anyway, I wanted to talk about, the history of Battlefield. My history of Battlefield, I put that 1,274 hours into Battlefield 4, and I got like a little bit over 40,000 kills, which is probably not as much as you would have gotten in that time, but it's a lot for me. And it's the most hours I've ever put into any Battlefield game. I think Battlefield 3 I only put like 600 hours in, so it's like half as much, and I played like for 2 years. So I don't know how I got so many hours into this game. But during those many hours, I, had my favorites and my not so favorites, or dislikes and likes. And so my favorite DLC was definitely absolutely the Dragon's Teeth DLC, because I'm an infantry player and those were all infantry maps, and I played the heck out of the Dragon's Teeth DLC. I played only Dragon's Teeth DLC until Final Stand came out, and I like Final Stand a lot too, but it's not my favorite. And my least favorite DLC is definitely China Rising. There's only one map I really like in China Rising, is Gillian Peaks, because it's also very infantry based, as you can probably tell by now. The rest, not so much. And that's actually my least played DLC. I should probably spend more hours there, but anyway, I'm kind of back with the old maps right now until, you know, Battlefield Hardline comes out. And then my absolute favorite weapon, according to my stats, is the MTOR. I got 7,000 kills with the MTOR as of today. Then the next favorite weapon is the A91, which I got 5,000 kills with. And the next favorite weapon is the PWR, which I got 3,000 with. And before the fall update, or actually last summer, the PWR was an insanely good weapon, totally underrated. And then after that, I don't know what they did to it. It just wasn't the same anymore. And since I unlocked the P90, you know, like a couple of months ago, I love the P90. I have like about, you know, 900 kills with that one, I think, something like that. And my favorite classes, my favorite two classes, well, actually the only two classes I play, oh, I can't say the only ones, but almost the only ones. Like 90% of the time I play, 80% of the time I play Engineer the most and Support the second most, depending on the map, of course. You know, when it's a vehicle only, or when there's vehicles in the map, of course, I always play Engineer. When there are no vehicles, I always play Support. I don't ever play Medic, and I rarely play Sniper, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video. And the reason for that is the Sniper you already know. The Medic is, I feel the Medic is a totally helpless class. If there are vehicles, you have nothing to defend yourself as a medic. You can't give out ammo, you can't kill vehicles, you don't have anything. So it's like basically you can just shoot people, and of course you can heal people. Medics are needed, don't misunderstand me, but I think there's plenty of medics in every match. There's so many medics, there's absolutely no reason. I don't ever find a reason to play a medic. I never find there's like a lack of medics. There's always a lack of support, or a lot of times there's a lack of support. And you know, if you do have support people in there, a lot of times they don't know how to hand out ammo. So the best thing for me, a lot of times I run support myself, because especially if I do really well, I run out of ammo all the time and there are no weapons to find, and then you're pretty much screwed. You're like stuck with your pistol and you have like 5 people come at you, and you know, you get the picture. So anyway, I love playing support, and I am good at giving out ammo. People come to me, and this is the fun. You know, it's fun to give out ammo because, you know, you are very well liked. And Engineer, of course, is a must in vehicle based maps. The problem is there's a lot of times too many engineers and not enough support, so that's what I'm saying. A lot of times I do have to switch to support if there's just too many engineers, because, you know, it makes absolutely no sense, especially if you want to win the match. And as you know me, if you are following me or have been following me for a while, I don't use a lot of vehicles. I mentioned that many times. I really try to use vehicles here and there and whenever I can. I usually like to ride with someone instead of riding a vehicle, because especially if someone is very good at maneuvering like a tank, I love being, you know, the gunner on the tank and helping the guy out, and especially because I like to just like focusing on gunning and not having to drive and gun, because I find that always like it's too much work for me. Ha ha ha. Anyway, I'm trying to wrap this up now. I hope you enjoyed this little Battlefield 4 history of mine, and I hope to see you next time in Battlefield 4 or Far Cry 4 or whatever you prefer. And take care. Have a good one. Bye bye.